Well, the title of today's sermon is I'm Afraid to Fail. I have a few notes, but not a lot. So we're going to learn together where this journey is going to take us, okay? I've been successful at almost everything I've done. I would give credit to that to God for giving me a good solid intellect, and to my parents for establishing within me a good strong work ethic. And then the fact that somewhere along the line I developed a lot of personal pride, and I think that comes from the first two. But regardless of how you look at it, I have been successful at almost everything I've done. I've had some failures, and that doesn't really bother me. I don't like failing, but if you try new things all the time and accept challenges, you're going to fail. Nothing wrong with that. I go ahead and beat myself up for a little while, and then I let those around me encourage me and lift me up. I should also say that one reason I've had a lot of success is because I've had a lot of great encouragement from my parents, my wife more. Of course, we've been married 40 years. My parents only had me for 18, so. And I've had some great coworkers over the years. And I mean great. But I'm not just talking about in my computer field. I'm talking about in my spiritual field too. I've had some great coworkers. I've had some great teachers. And there comes a point where you don't have many teachers left, and that happened in the computer field. It sort of happened in the spiritual field, although there's so much to learn in about God and the Bible that I never cease to learn. But like I say, I've had a lot of success. You know why I say I'm afraid to fail? It's the thought of failing God that terrifies me. I'm not afraid of going to hell. Not going to happen. I'm not afraid of God punishing me. If he does, I deserve it, and I'll accept it. The thing is, I've been traveling all over this country for years and years, and I am known to a lot of people, especially from our free ice water ministry. For example, the one story that's the funniest is when I was in Phoenix one time. This is back in 2007. A man came walking across the restaurant, pointed at me and said, "You're the free ice water guy." People know me wherever I go, and they know who I am and what I stand for. They see me as a servant of God. And so if I fall short, I don't know, it can discourage them, it can give them reason to quit. I live my life not knowing who's watching me. I know I'm not responsible for their spiritual state, and yet I am. As a teacher, James says we should be even more cautious. I take that admonition very seriously, people. I take my position very seriously. It leaves me afraid of falling short as a servant of God. Not because I'm going to fail God. I know He loves me. I know He's going to care for me. I know He will forgive me. But I still don't want to fall short. I love Him so much. Do you understand where I'm coming from? As a child, I wanted to please my parents. Isn't that what a child does? Till they're a teenager, then they want to displease? No. A child though wants to please their parents. The parent shouldn't have to go through great gyrations to tell the child, I'm disappointed in you. It doesn't take 100 lashes with a cat of nine tails. Not for a child that loves their parents. I don't want to fall short. For your sake. I don't want to set a bad example. For your sake. I actually like that extra motivation. It helps keep me on the straight and narrow, more or less. But I sort of think that we all ought to live that same way. What do you think?